Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we need to reveal our dad joke of the day. All right, for Thursday, March 27th. Someone complimented my parking today. They left me a sweet note on my windshield that said, "Parking fine." All right. Yeah, I did a fine job. Well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4 while we make noises with the chair. All right, what do we have here? We've got phone, sway, scratch, wave, write, chip, paper, ding, correct, scope, touch, green. It's just like telling us to touch grass. Move, bingo, change, and reach. Nothing really stood out to me. Bingo maybe. Bingo is a game, but it can also just be like you say bingo, like you got it correct, like you're exactly right. Bingo and ding maybe are like things you'd hear if you win. Um, hmm, I don't know if that's right. Correct. Things you'd say if someone's correct. You'd say correct, bingo, ding, and what's the other one? Right, maybe. So someone gets an answer correct, and this is the response. There we go. You got it. There we go. Okay. Um, change like coins, or change like we're changing. I don't know what's another word for that. Um, wave like waving, or like waves in the ocean, or like sound waves or electromagnetic waves. Who knows? Green is, I don't know what we're doing with green. It's not in the green category. So sway and wave maybe. Like you sway in the wind, you wave in the wind. I don't know. You move in the wind. Huh. Like moving back and forth. I don't know if move would work for that though. I'm not sure if change and move. It's like sway, wave, move, and change. It doesn't feel right, does it? It doesn't quite feel like they mean the same thing. But let's assume that's a category without making a mistake and locking it in, and look at what else we'd have here. So like reach and touch kind of feel similar. We've got scratch and touch. Like we just scratched it, we just touched it. Like it's you barely like touched. I don't know. I don't know another word for that. Got close to each other. You chip. Okay, maybe I don't know. Are we chipping and scratching? Like, are those like damage? We just chipped. I don't know. Just reached. What would phone, scope, paper, and green be then? I mean, I think I have the categories. I think we have this category. I think we've got move, wave, change, and sway, and I think we've got phone, scope, paper, and green. But I don't. I'm not confident in that because if I can figure out what this would be, phone, scope, paper, and green, maybe that would help. I mean, both paper and green can be words for money. So maybe we don't have this, and maybe we need change to also mean money. And I don't know, chips can be money like at a casino, but scratch I think can be money. So maybe this is it. Maybe these are terms for money. Okay, slang for money. Gotcha. Okay, so what I had before was wrong. We've got still got move, or sorry, we got move, sway. I'm saying them in the wrong order. I don't know why. We got move, wave, and sway. But I don't know if that's it. One of these is supposed to be yellow, by the way. It's supposed to be a very straightforward connection using the. I've started to say, I started thinking about it this way, in that yellow and green tend to use the meanings of the words, and blue sometimes uses the meanings, and sometimes is like it's more lateral though. Like these are all slang for money, so this is in fact using the meanings for the words, but maybe it's more trivia related, more slang related, or they don't use the meaning of the word at all, and they use wordplay. And then purple is almost never uses the real meaning of the word in terms of connecting them by the meaning. There's always some wordplay involved, like fill in the blank or just using the letters. Anyway, so yellow should be using the meanings, so we should be able to find it that way. Chip. Maybe we've got chip like an electronic chip, like a computer chip. Are we doing computer something? I'm not really seeing that. Sound wave, sound scope, oscilloscope. The scope of something, the reach of it. Like the scope is like the boundary, right? And the reach could also be a boundary. But I don't know what else would be boundary. Like, I don't think wave is really a boundary. Touch, I don't know. Why can't I find yellow today? Maybe I can find purple instead. I'm thinking it's a fill in the blank. I'm getting that vibe, but I could be wrong. Cell phone. Phone. I feel like phone is in purple. Maybe. I think phone and chip are in purple. That's what I think. I don't know, though. Are wave and sway not in the same category? Is that kind of the red herring? Because they mean very similar things. I think I wanted change in there. Anyway, move, wave, sway. Yeah, and we don't have scratch to go with touch or chip. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna. There's 5 verbs, right? Move, wave, sway, reach, and touch can all be verbs. So I think the non-verbs, phone, scope, and chip, go together. Now, what do they have in common? Microchip, microscope, microphone. That's it. Microwave. Okay. There we go. So wave did not go with sway. Objects with the prefix micro. Move, touch, sway, and reach. This is yellow. Oh, this is more metaphorical. This is like changing someone's mind. Effect. Okay. A little bit less, a little more generic. But I think I had the right idea there. Like you maybe changing someone's mind isn't quite the right way to put that. I don't know if I can take credit for figuring out yellow, but I had the right idea that it's like a metaphorical like interaction with another person, rather than being like a literal touch or a literal sway, right? You sway them, you touch them, you reach them, you move them, right? You're connecting with them emotionally, right? You're affecting them in that way. All right. I mean, I got perfect, so I always feel bad when I get perfect and I give it a tough score, but I don't think this was easy. Was it? Maybe. There were a lot of like interesting red herrings that didn't actually make categories, but I thought I had split it apart into 3 categories, and then I'm glad I didn't, because that was not it. So I don't know. Let's give this a 3.5. Let's see what they gave it. They gave this one a 4.2, and we've had ones that were like 2.7 that the bot says were impossible. So let's see what today's is. Oh my gosh. Let's look at that for a second. We only have 191,000 games in, but at the same time, 26% solve rate. Only 4% of players made no mistakes. I mean, increase in mistakes as we go. Wow. Okay. Exceptionally tricky. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Huh. Well, I'm pretty proud of myself then. We'll see if this percentage changes as we get more people in. I was 1 in 8 with a perfect game. I was 1 in 822. Okay. So green first, pretty common for people who won, which is most people did not. But yeah, getting green first, maybe getting yellow first. I just didn't see yellow as like the metaphorical way of using those words. I almost think that green and yellow should have been swapped, because these are more metaphorical definitions and these are just kind of like more obvious. Not because of easy hard. Like we don't go easy to hard with the rainbow. We go straight forward to lateral. Anyway, people are finding micro actually first. That's pretty good. Maybe that helps a lot. Like, because this is of people who won. So if you're gonna win, getting purple first, very helpful. Slang for money first, very rare. Now it's fairly even, to be honest. Just the money is still a bit more rare. So 13% blue second. So I'm pretty rare there as well. And then ever. Okay, so a lot. A lot. A lot more people than the other categories got green. So we're going to see a lot of people with none. I predicted somewhere around 40% with none, and then we're going to have another like 20-30% with only green. Interesting. The slang for money. So my prediction here is also that these are going to improve when we have more Americans who've solved it, because more Americans will know the slang for money. But yeah, okay, 30% with none, 25% with only green. Okay, so that's a good 55% total. It's already majority. Wow, yeah, struggle today, at least for people who've solved it so far. Scratch, chip, ding, touch. Yeah, I thought about that, but it was actually one of each. Interesting. So they built the puzzle around that. Sway, wave, move, reach. I think I thought about this one as well. Motion, sway, wave, move. Yeah. So if you think that sway and wave are supposed to go together, which I did for most of the puzzle, you're gonna keep making mistakes like this. Sway, move, change, reach. Interesting. Right, correct, green, bingo. Okay, putting green in instead of ding, not understanding that ding can be like a ding. Right. Okay. Let's go through these. Yeah, I mean, but after the green first, like that was really rare. And then after blue second, that was also rare. So I mean, there aren't very many people to pull for this who are in my situation. Yeah, there were let's see. There were 1,812 players who had the green, blue, purple situation. All right. Anyway, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. Something from pumping. Milk. Journeys don't stop believing. With 7 across, it often falls to pieces. Bacterium that can prompt a food recall. Yeah, like listeria, like what's the big one? Darn it. Oh, it'll come to me. I'm wondering if this is like Jenga board or something. Jenga tower. Let's see if that ends up right. Leave this instant. Go now. Perspective. Angle. One of 354 to reach the crown inside the Statue of Liberty. Huh? Art Deco is an architectural style. Boeing 757, or it's a jet. Okay. We've had jet a lot in Crosswords recently. Something from pumping. Gas. Bacterium. Oh, E. coli. There we go. That's probably what I was trying to think of. A stair. One of 354 to I thought like only 354 people have gone inside the crown. That doesn't seem right, but no, there's 354 stairs. That makes a lot more sense. And it was Jenga Tower. Nice. That was a good instinct there. I think that helped a lot. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do Strands. Today's theme is playing the field. So are we talking about sports or are we talking about the literal definition of that? I'm going to start with the idea of sports, but we'll see what we see. Maybe it's a specific sport. Well, I mean, a lot of sports are played on fields, so I don't know which one. What are Bern or capitals of countries in Europe? That's clearly what it is. Oddity. Ear something. Playing the field. Maybe playing like music. If we have ear here, eardrum. I don't know. Probably not music related, but it's a thing I thought about. We got mill. Oh, could we be like a field like we're farmers? Are we farming? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of options here, but bagel. That's EL, right? Bagel. I guess I could start. I don't know I don't think I have a good grasp on what the spanogram is going to be, so I'm just going to start trying words. So bagel. I thought maybe it would lock in. I don't quite understand what the theme would be. Got rave. I think I saw something over here, didn't I? No, burn. No. Barn. Okay, barn would have been possible if we were something like farm related. There's ear something, but I don't know what it would go with it. Ear odd. Near something. I don't know. Playing the field can also mean like keeping your options open, right? But that's kind of like usually it's not. Usually when it's a idiom, we're not supposed to use it as the meaning of the idiom. Kind of part of the game. Figuring out another way to interpret that. Tangent or I don't know what's going on here. Giant. I really don't know what. These are teams, huh? Are these just football teams? Right, Brave. No, these are baseball themes, right? Brave, the Braves, the Giants. That's baseball. My bad. Baseball. Where's baseball? Where's team? I mean, if we do baseball, it has to use this B because we know they're B's. So we don't have that. Do we have team? Giants, Braves. All right. Patriot? Wait. Patriots are definitely football. I think we can do it. I don't know. Would they include the Mets or something? Guess I gotta just look. What's our spanogram? Team player. Do we have player somehow? So we're missing the S. So usually when it's missing the S, they're talking about a player for a team rather than the team itself. But let's see. I'm just not seeing what our other teams are. Patton. Net. I'm almost positive the Giants and the Braves are baseball, but I mean, given my sports knowledge, I could be wrong. The Angels, like the Los Angeles Angels, technically the Anaheim Angels, right? Why don't I actually see it? Dodgers, Dodger, okay, and we've got I don't know what's is it national? National something or just national? It's going to be national. I think this is the spanogram. Oh, are we making a base? Are we making a diamond? A baseball diamond like this? National League. Oh, so we have to include the home plate. There we go. Cool. It's a baseball diamond. National League. Okay. So only the baseball teams from the National League. Marlins. I can spell it right. Okay. Padres? I don't know what the National League is. Like there's no way I'd be able to be like, "Oh yeah, that team, that's the National League, not the American League or whatever the other one's called." Um Brewer? I don't think Brewers is a. Oh, I guess Brewers is a team. Okay. Pirates. Gotcha. I guess they're just excluding the S because otherwise there'd be a gazillion S's on the grid. Okay. Um. Yeah, I mean, with sports knowledge, I'm sure some people like had no trouble at all with this. Just my sports knowledge is is very poor. So a little bit of a struggle, but honestly not that bad. I've heard of most of these teams. The Pirates, I think the Brewers are the only ones I haven't heard of. And Marlins rings a bell. Okay, cool. Well, how'd you do? And those are the games for this video, but there is still Wordle to watch. If you'd like to, you can just click the middle of the credits if you want to watch that. I also produce quite a few other videos per day, so maybe you want to check those out as well. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.